Soft, fluffy, and most importantly cheesy, Brazilian Pão de Queijo or cheese bread is a true delight. Here's everything you'll need. First up is tapioca flour, which is naturally gluten-free, so that's just a bonus. You'll also need 1 cup of whole milk, but pretty much any milk can work, as well as a 1/4 cup of butter, 2 eggs, and I know that there's 3 here, but you only actually need 2, a teaspoon of salt, as well as your shredded cheese. And I'll talk a little bit more about the types of cheese later. So the first thing we need to do is make a mixture of milk and melted butter. And we're gonna do this by heating the two together in a small saucepan over medium heat. So once the butter is melted and the milk has started to bubble, you wanna give it a couple whisks and then remove it from the heat, since we don't wanna really scald the milk here. Add the salt to your tapioca flour, and then we're gonna drizzle in the butter and milk combination slowly. So if you have a stand mixer, I'd recommend using that because you can keep it mixing while you slowly drizzle in the milk. It might feel kind of dry at first, but just keep mixing it. Eventually it'll get to this texture, which is sort of like fondant that you would use for cakes, if you've ever used that. And this is another reason why using a stand mixer is recommended. This is going to be a lot of work for your arms otherwise. So now for the cheese. Obviously, if you want to be as authentic as possible, try to find a Brazilian cheese, specifically Queijo Minas. And I'm sorry if that's the wrong pronunciation, I'm really trying my best here. But since that can sometimes be hard to find outside of Brazil, we just used Monterey Jack, and that turned out great. So next we added our eggs one at a time and mixing in between until the batter became really sticky and smooth. And in hindsight, it might have been a better idea to add the eggs before the cheese because it would have been a bit easier to mix. But this still worked out. After the eggs are added, it's going to be a very sticky batter, so you're going to want to use a measuring cup or a scoop of some kind to scoop out the batter into small portions. Place these on a lined baking sheet, then bake at 400 Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes. When they come out of the oven, they should have puffed up and be golden brown. Let these cool just enough so that you can pick them up, and then I definitely recommend eating them warm. Let us know if there are other recipes we should try, and while you're here, click on one of these other great videos and subscribe so you never miss out.